Every day I've been waking up, I've been saying, oh, I want to start vlogging, I want to start vlogging, I want to start vlogging. But I just keep on making excuses. But today, we're back to vlogging.
Oh yeah, sucker for love.
So yeah, guys, how are you? How is everybody? It's been a minute. You know what? I came back on YouTube. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be consistent. I'm gonna be shooting videos, and then like all the war happened, and then we had to leave Ukraine, and I'm trying to like readjust. Being back home, it's just been a lot. But yeah, how is everybody? What have I missed? Jojo, come and say hi to my friends. Come. Come, Mama. Go. Look, it's Jojo. Say hi. Say hello. Say hello, guys. Look at Jojo. Jojo's one now. Look how big she is. Oh my gosh. Say hi, friends. How have you been? What's new? Yeah.
Hola, 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 amigos.
Calm down. Calm down. You're gonna have to scratch down a bit.
I'm busy. Multitasking.
Thank you, Beyonce, for gracing me with your presence. The waves are popping, babes. So go. In your hair. It is. Look at all those grey hairs.
Silver fox.
Come on, Silver Fox. A bogey. Pick it out.
No.
You've got a bogey. Let me pick it out for you.
I'll do it.
People don't want to be loud. Say cheese.
Chibage.
Chewbacca. Okay, in a bit, guys, we're gonna go get braids for Jojo. Jojo's getting her hair done today. I cut her hair because it was like short at the sides and it was just like in the middle. So I cut the ponytail bit and then just leveled it out. But it's grown a lot now. She's got a teeny mini afro. But I wanna put her in some braids. You know? Show your pep, Jojo. Woo! Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go now to Beauty Fiends in a bit. I look cute. How can you say like I put on too much Vaseline? I look moisturized and healthy.
Shine bright like a diamond.
You're a big hater.
I'm a hater.
The sun is shining, but I feel like it's not as warm as it looks. Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. My name is korrinesky. Thank you for sticking around. And since my last video, so much has happened. Like, ciao. It's just been a roller coaster of events. So the last time we saw each other, I was in Ukraine. And then unfortunately, we had to leave Ukraine due to the war breaking out. But it was a very intense experience. A lot happened throughout that whole ordeal. We just faced like hurdle after hurdle. I did a vlog that on the week before we left Ukraine. So I think I'll actually post that on YouTube so you guys can see. I gave the footage to contribute to a documentary that ITV did called Voices of the Frontline, I think it was called. So it was a documentary that was on ITV that was sharing the different experiences of people who were fleeing the war in Ukraine. And I was actually part of the documentary. It was a really good experience. So yeah, but yo, that whole experience was just crazy. Like, I never thought in my life I'd ever experience like that. And I feel like prior to the war actually breaking out, you'll see like we were kind of like making light of the situation, mainly because in Ukraine, it was just, nobody really believed that anything was going to happen. We just kind of thought that it was just, you know, media sensationalizing the situation to make it out to be worse than it was. But little did we know that it would end in such a devastating situation. Like, so many people have died. It's been really, really, really sad, and my heart goes out to like the people of Ukraine, because I really enjoyed my time there, and it was like a home to me. So I never expected that this would have happened. So it's been really, really hard, to be honest. Even like trying to readjust to being back in the UK, it's just been really hard. Fortunately, I was able to come with Kodzi, so we're in the UK together, which is really nice. He's like settled in really well, bless him. He's kind of just bounced into the whole thing. But I think it must be quite hard for him because he doesn't know anyone here. He doesn't have any friends, which is another thing, right? So I was saying to my friend Addie yesterday, she called me. Addie's the girl that you've seen in some of my vlogs. She was my friend in Ukraine. We were in university together. And I was saying to her, like, I feel so bad for Kwezi because he's got no friends. And I kind of low-key feel like asking, like, does anybody want to be friends with us? So yeah, guys, we're looking for friends. Yeah, preferably couples with children, sensible people. Yeah, we got back to the UK, and I did like loads of stuff. I tried my best to help as many people flee the war as possible. We raised loads of money. I think we raised like £350,000 to help Africans fleeing Ukraine, because we didn't get any support from anyone. So it was kind of like the global community who stepped up to help us, and through that support, we're able to help people with transportation, accommodation, and etc. And I've been able to work with really amazing people, the volunteers who volunteered to help, who are from all over the world, but also like major institutes like the United Nations, which is just crazy to me. Like, I was mentioned, like, guys, deep this year, I was mentioned in the United Nations Security Council. Like, they spoke about me. I still can't get over that. I think that's just so, so crazy. And when I was doing all this work, it was with the purest intentions, thinking like, you know what, people need the help and there's nobody to help them. And I'm in this situation, so let's band together and help one another. But it's just so overwhelming to see how much support that we're able to garner and raise awareness about the injustices that are going on in the world. Because I feel like if we hadn't stepped up and used our voices, a lot of people would have never even known what was actually happening in Ukraine. But yeah, we're back now. People keep on asking me, so, are you able to continue with your education? So that's currently the phase that I'm in, because our university was temporarily closed. But now there's like gaps in the online lectures that they're able to provide, because the lecturers are like displaced from all over the world, and I just don't feel like we're going to be able to get the quality of education that we need, especially studying medicine. You need quality education, because this is like people's lives that you're dealing with. So I tried to reach out to different universities to see if there were any educational opportunities, but the universities in the UK were just so unhelpful. So I started a new campaign called What Next for African students in Ukraine. And through that, I also spoke at the University of Liverpool, and, UNESCO, United Nations Education something something. They also picked up and they promoted our petition, and I think the petition has like over 30,000 signatures now. So if you'd like to support, please go and sign that petition, so that African students can have equal access to education as our Ukrainian counterparts. Fortunately, a lot of universities around the world have stepped in to help students who are studying, to help Ukrainian students. However, the same isn't being afforded to international students, specifically African students, because majority of the educational population, international educational population in Ukraine were African. So we just need your support so that students can carry on with their education. It's just been crazy. But, I'm hoping for the best. I applied to another institute. So I'm praying that I get into that. I'm supposed to find out the results like this week, but I hope so. So that's what I'm hoping for. And also secondarily, I am now a published author. Your girl was published in the world's most prestigious academic journal, Nature. And yeah, what happened was they reached out to me and asked me if I would like to contribute an article. One of my dreams has always been to write a paper for a journal. It's like an academic goal that most people who follow academia, specifically at PhD level, that's what they aim to do. Contribute to a journal, you're contributing to research, to science, and also, so I wrote the article and then it was accepted into Nature, and I was published, I think it was last week on Monday. So I'll leave the link down below. But if you search Korrinesky Nature or Google Scholar, you will find me and you'll find my article. So yeah, that's I still can't get over that. I've had quite a few students before reach out saying that sociology students saying that they want to write their dissertations about what happened in Ukraine, specifically pertaining to African students. So now they will have an academic source to actually cite within their dissertations and essays, which is really, really it's exciting. I think I really, really enjoy doing academic writing. As you guys know, I run my business, eStudy Buddy, where I help people with their essays and their assignments and proofreading and tutoring for healthcare courses. So it's a really, really defining moment for the path that I would like to take. And I enjoy research. Throughout this whole process, I think I've written 2 reports. So these reports, I wrote them. One of them was about the students in Kherson. And then the other one's an impact report about what next for African students. And it just showed everything that's happened and where students are now, and based on the research I'd conducted. So yeah, academia, that's my bag. But one thing, yeah, that is quite upsetting to me is the fact that I still don't have a degree. Despite the fact that I would class myself as an academic, doing all these academic things, I still don't have a degree. And right now there's a big, massive question mark as to my academic future. But also on the positive side, it kind of shows that, in school, you're kind of made to feel that, to be an academic, you must look a certain way, you must behave a certain way, and you must do certain things. But there's so many unconventional paths that people can take to still reach the same, the same goals. So yeah, also, moving on from all of that, we moved house. Yeah, we moved house. We're still decorating and stuff and trying to put everything where it needs to be. But imagine this, guys. When I was in Ukraine, right, a journalist showed up outside my house. They came to my house. They found my mom's house and they knocked on the door without having been invited. So it kind of made me paranoid about kind of how much information you share on the internet. So I feel having moved house is kind of a fresh start for everybody. Yeah, so I'm going to actively start vlogging again because I think I really, really do enjoy vlogging, and it helps me put my thoughts in place. And also I love the fact that I can look back on my memories, and I think to myself, imagine if the whole time I was in Ukraine I'd never vlogged anything, I'd never have anything to look back on. But I have things I can look back on and I can reminisce and I can show other people and I can show Jojo as well. So yeah, I'm definitely back on vlogging. I promise, I promise, I promise. You know, I try my best. Like when I'm in my vlogging bag, yeah, I'm very, very consistent. But I've kind of fallen off recently just because of just life pressures. And after like I'll say like the past 2 months, I've just been in a really I've just been really down. I think this whole experience is kind of like it's like going through grief, isn't it? Because you've got so many emotions, like you just had to uproot like your entire life. Like when I moved to Ukraine, I moved to Ukraine. I took everything that I had, all my clothes, everything. And when we left, I just left everything there. So when I came back to nothing. Like my wardrobes, everything was empty. And to me, it wasn't like a big deal because I came back with my life, and that's the most important thing. But trying to like readjust to being back has just been really hard. And also I committed like a lot of my time to helping a lot of people. Like we were able to help thousands of people, but that took a lot out of me in the sense that it took a lot of my time, it took a lot of my energy, and also it was very traumatic because and re-traumatizing to a certain degree because I kept on, you know, having to re-experience and keep on hearing the same like tragic stories. It's kind of triggering. So yeah, I've taken like I took like a break just from all the humanitarian work because I just needed time to recalibrate because ultimately I feel like you can't pour from an empty cup. And even after I came back, I just never stopped. So it's only like from a month ago that I just thought, you know what, I just need to take a minute. I don't even think it's been a month. I think it's only been like 2 or 3 weeks, really. It's not been that long. But now is Monday. It was the Jubilee weekend thing, bank holiday weekend thing over the weekend. So I was speaking to Adi yesterday, and this is day one of Operation Ditch the Funk. I want to, you know, get back to myself again, like do the things that I enjoy, help people, but also be balanced, and have that balance, of giving, but also taking time for myself. So that's where I am at the moment. So yeah, guys, what else did I want to share with you? Oh yeah, I'm learning to drive again because I had to stop learning to drive because of COVID. So due to COVID, we had to stop learning to drive, whatever, lockdown, whatever. And then I had Jojo, so then it disrupted my whole vibe. But now it's like paramount. It's like one of my goals that I have to learn to drive this year because it's just embarrassing. I'm a big woman, I can't go on like this. Like I really need to do better for myself. But yeah, I really need to do better. So I booked my first driving lesson for Friday. So we'll see how that goes. I was having a debate with myself whether to do manual, automatic. Before I was doing manual, but now, yeah, before I was doing manual, and I was really thinking, okay, I'm gonna do automatic this time because automatic would be so much easier. I just found manual like such a hassle, and it was okay when I was doing it with my driving instructor, but every time I tried to drive mom's car, I'd always stall the car, so it was just a hassle. But I decided, okay, let me go back to manual because we've got two manual cars. So it would just make more sense that if I can learn how to do manual, even if I decide, okay, I don't want to drive manual, I want to drive automatic, at least having a manual license will allow me to do both. So that's what I'm going to do. So my first lesson's on Friday, so I'll let you know how it goes. Also, I started my lock journey. I got starter locks. I went to Successes, which is a hair salon in Leicester on Tudor Road. I think so. Yeah, it's on Tudor Road. Yeah, and I've been wanting to grow locks for so long, right? It's like I've always wanted to do it. But I've always just kind of like delayed and just I'll chop off my hair, then I'll relax it. But one thing about me, guys, yeah, if you've ever watched one of like, if you've watched the older vlogs, I don't like combing my hair. So getting locks makes sense for me. So I'm growing locks at the moment. I'll show you them. So these are my starter locks. I think they're like 3 weeks old at the moment. My husband's always getting on to me because I don't I don't wear a bonnet. But I bought a bonnet and I'm going to start wearing a bonnet now and taking better care of them because he's saying I'm doing a shit job at looking after my locks. But yeah, so this is what we're doing. And honestly, this is the best decision I ever made. I remember I used to date this Oyimbo man, right? And then I said to him, I want to start locks, right? And then do you know what he said to me? He said to me, oh, but with locks you need to be careful because sometimes they smell. No offense to white people, but no, but that is offensive. What do I mean, no offense to white people? That's very offensive. That is so rude. How can you, and racist? It's actually a very racist thing to say that locks smell. I just don't think that's appropriate. So he said to me, I need to come back like every 6 to 8 weeks. So when I go for my next lock appointment, I'll take you guys with me so you can see how it goes. Ty's really good. He's a super loctician. So guys, when my locks grow, like, it's over for everybody. I think everybody should just delete my number because you won't have any purpose for it. I will just be feeling myself way too much. And then the last update that I have for you is Mom bought me an air fryer. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I've been wanting an air fryer for so long. And I remember saying to Kuzi's friends when we were in Ukraine that the wedding gift I want is a air fryer. So yeah, I finally got my air fryer and I'm so happy for myself. So I'm gonna unbox it and show you guys. It's a Ninja air fryer and things are on the up. Things are just on the up for us. So yeah, guys, I will speak to you soon. Catch you guys in a bit.